It's the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee. We head north to Maine. On assignment for Yankee magazine, Amy drove hundreds of miles along the coast in search of the best lobster roll in New England. After dozens of taste tests, she landed on a small lobster shack on a picturesque cove in South Thomaston, Maine. A wonderful hidden gem called McLoons.
My name is Bree Dowdy, and I am the manager, operator, and pretty much everything at McLoons Lobster Shack. We also own the Lobster Wharf, which is just 30 feet away. This is the oldest working wharf in the area. Lobstermen have been fishing for over 100 years. We have people that have been fishing here for 50 years. This shack has been around for 5 years, so it's very important that the relationship is a mutually beneficial relationship, and it is, because the busier that we are, the better that we're doing, the better it is for everybody.
And when they started it 5 years ago, we all were skeptic because it didn't seem like it could possibly go over like it has, but it's pretty amazing. We could come in here any day. When I come in, it doesn't matter what time of the day. That line generally is 20, 30 people deep.
So, Bree, the beauty of the lobster roll to me is it's a marriage of 4 simple things. It's the butter, the mayo, the lobster, and the bun. But you guys make it a little bit differently, and I think it's what makes it so good. So can you show me how you do it?
Yeah. So how we do it, we take a New England-style split-top roll.
And when you say New England style, this is important. Yes. So a lot of parts of the country, a bun opens on the side. This opens on the top. Also, a lot of other buns around the country will have a crust around the entire bun. These are baked so that they have exposed bread here, which then soaks up the butter and gets crusty, and that's really...
That's a big part of it, because the contrast, there's a little crunch here.
Yes.
Then there's the meat. We use a mixture of tail, knuckle, and claw, so you get some of the whole lobster in the roll.
And not everybody does use all parts, right?
Right, because a lot of places will use just knuckle claw meat because you can sell the tail separately. So you don't get like the whole experience. I think the tail has a lot of flavor, and that's a lot of part of, experiencing lobster.
And one thing I love about the way you guys work, all the lobster that we eat here does come from here. It is taken off boats right over there across the water from the source.
It is directly from the source.
So I've come here many times, so I've sampled a lot of rolls. And one thing I notice, especially when I come here in the summer and early fall, the meat is really sweet.
During that time of year, you're getting soft shell lobsters. The lobster meat in a soft shell lobster in the summer is sweeter than a hard shell.
Okay, so now we're getting to the point that I sort of think of as your special sauce, which is the way you handle the sauce, the mayo. You do it a little differently, and I really appreciate the way you do it. So will you show me?
Yes. So this is the thing. We do not pre-mix the lobster meat with the mayonnaise. It's just lobster meat.
So the lobster is its own thing, and the mayo is its own thing, and it's a condiment. You treat it like a condiment, which is what it is.
Yep. Mayonnaise goes on the bread. So we just take, not much. Don't want the roll to taste like mayonnaise. It's a nice little tang, but we use real mayonnaise. And we just take a little bit and swipe it on the inside of the roll. Just like that on one side. That's it.
Perfect.
You just start filling it, putting in pieces. I usually reserve a nice claw that's like a whole claw for the top.
Nice. And how much meat goes into each?
So we put in 4 ounces of meat into each lobster rolls. What pretty much a 1.25 pound lobster will get you 4 ounces of meat, give or take. It's not an exacting science.
And what I like about this is this fits in your mouth. So every bite is all of the flavors together.
Right.
I don't particularly like it when you have to start with a fork and then you get to eat the bun.
Here I want you to be able to see this is a tail, this is a claw, this is a knuckle, and this is what you're eating, not this is just miscellaneous lobster.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful time of year for lobster. The meat is tender, it's sweet.
Gorgeous
and
color.
Beautiful color. And we also, so if you want butter,
yes,
this is what we do. We just take a little warm drawn butter, throw it in a cup for you, and give it to you on the side, and you can kind of do what you want. You can drizzle a little over the top.
Yeah.
You can dip the meat in it. I think it's nice drizzled over the top.
So I've had a half and half roll.
Right, so you can put,
cut it in half.
You can cut it in half, have half of it with mayo. We can give you the butter, put the side with butter.
love
you
that.
can do both. You can do whatever you want.
Now the hot buttered lobster roll is more of a Connecticut thing. And then the cold mayo roll is more of a Maine thing.
We don't do, typically on our menu, do a hot lobster roll. I think the meat's already cooked, and reheating it toughens it up.
Yeah.
There's just no way to really do it well. If somebody begs and really wants it, I'll do it for them. But it does something weird to the meat. It just gets tough and weird. So this is the way to do it, I think.
Well, this looks great.
Yeah.
All right. This is why it's so good.
Yeah.
I taste the mayo, but it's not everything. It's there, but it doesn't overwhelm me. The lobster is really sweet. The bun is crunchy and buttery, and that's why it's perfect.
The thing that makes Maine lobster really special is the water temperature. It's cold, and up here, there's something just in the water that makes them, I think, better than anywhere.